Hey, Scarefest fans, this is Joe Lewis of Bonehead Weekly. Sometimes you watch a movie and at the end of it, or at least for me, I'm like, oh man, I really didn't like that. I need to rip it. And then something else happens. And then it's a week later and I finally do the review. And when I finally get to the review, I've thought about it for a week. The movie's kind of stuck with me and I didn't dislike it as much as I initially did, if that makes sense, because it stuck with me. This movie sucks, but I'm going to recommend it right up front. I know Wes liked it and I thought I was going to shit on it, and I probably would have if I've done this review 5 days ago. But Willy's Wonderland, if you've got the Hulus, check out Willy's Wonderland. It's a Hulu exclusive. Stars Nicolas Cage. It's written by Kevin Lewis and Geo Parsons. The interesting thing about this, it was on Geo Parsons' screenplay. This is one of the few things he's written. Was on what was called the Blood List. It's a list of unproduced, really intriguing genre films. Like they've got the blacklist too of like great movie scripts that just haven't been shot. Willy's Wonderland was on that list for a while, and Nicolas Cage found it, read it, became one of the producers, and he liked it a lot. Now I hear tell that there's a game called Five Nights at Freddy's. It's so similar to this. They have a little to no relation. Nicolas Cage plays the janitor. Basically, there's this town that has this evil, demented Chuck E. Cheese. And in that Chuck E. Cheese are these evil, demented animatronics that kill people. And the town, once ever X amount of time, serves up a stranger for them to kill. They somehow blow out the tires of the vehicle when the person's coming in. They can't get it fixed. It's like, well, if you go in here and clean up our demonic Chuck E. Cheese, Willy's Wonderland, we'll let you have some tires, and in the morning you can go free as a bird, and it won't cost you a dime. And then those people, whether it be a family, a few people, they get murdered, and they're served up to the demonic Chuck E. Cheese folk. Nicolas Cage, this isn't really a spoiler, has no lines in this movie. So if you're thinking, I hate Nicolas Cage, I hate the way he talks, doesn't talk through the hour and 20 minutes of this film. Is it stupid? Oh my God, it is so dumb. Some of the acting is so bad. Not necessarily Nicolas Cage. I'm a Nick Cage fan, but some of the supporting character actors so stereotypical, making so many stupid mistakes. Why on earth would some of these kids break into the place? They're trying to save the janitor, played by Nicolas Cage, and even if there aren't, why do two of them start making out in the middle of it? If you guys ever watched a Friday the 13th film, you're like, why is this happening now? Or maybe just no one wants to make out with me or have sex with me. That's probably more accurate. Maybe it happens to you all the time. Willy's Wonderland is stupid. It takes about 10 minutes to get through the opening credits, and that's killing time because this movie's only about 85 minutes long. And don't get me wrong, it shouldn't be any longer, but they really stretch in places to get it to that length. It suffers from some low budget woes. Some of the animatronics, some of the things. There's the one doll lady. She looks awful. You can clearly see that's just a woman with a thing on, with a headpiece on. However, it stuck with me, and I think it's more about just Nick Cage and his performance in it, and the fact that he doesn't speak and he's constantly taking breaks and chugging these power drinks. Check out Willy's Wonderland. It's got a lot of blood, it's got a lot of guts, no nudity, but it's got a lot of blood and guts. It's got a Nick Cage performance. I always advise people to do that. It's not really the best movie, and honestly, if I'd have reviewed it 5 days ago, not so much. But I do recommend it if you want something just stupid fun, or maybe you are a Five Nights at Freddy's fan. Check out Willy's Wonderland. This has been Joe Lewis of Bonehead Weekly.